I think that coffee was broken. It made me poop, but it didn't give me any, like, energy. So I was sitting here thinking, it's weird to live in an age where you're actually discouraged from working when you're sick. Because when I was working, they literally did not care if you were sick. You had to come in anyway. I actually almost died working once because they wouldn't let me go and they knew I was sick. I was working at Five Guys. This is when I was with my first husband, and we both worked at the same place. So I woke up sick, but I was the only one of us that could drive. So I decided that I would take him in, and then I would go in and talk to the manager and call out in person and let her know, look, I've got a fever and I can't work today. I'm here because he needed a ride. And I didn't see a reason in calling when I'm going to be at the building anyway. So I show up, I go in, I'm like, hey, I'm sick as fuck. I can't work today. I'm just dropping him off. And they said, oh, that's not going to work. We need you. I was like, but I'm really sick. Like, I'm contagious and stuff. They took my temperature, right? It was 104. Like, I literally should have been heading to the hospital. And she was like, well, yeah, you have a temperature, but too many people have called out. So we have no choice. You have to work. So originally, this was like, I think, 8 a.m. They said, well, just stay until 10. Just do the prep work. All right. So, but think about that. Now I'm back here with a 104-degree fever, handling everything that's going to go on all of the food for the rest of the day. Chopping the lettuce, the tomatoes, the potatoes, you know, onions, all that stuff. So I did that, and then they still couldn't let me go. So she was like, well, just hang out till noon. You can just sit at the register and ring people up. Now I'm handling all the money that I'm openly dealing with customers with a fever, with a contagious cold. Eventually, she asked me to take out the garbage. It was a very, very hot day. This is Florida. It gets hot in Florida. And I took out the garbage, and I wound up, I don't know if I had a seizure or if I just passed out, but I fell face down in a puddle of water. And thankfully, my husband, he had followed me out, and he saw me fall and pulled me out, so I didn't like drown in a fucking puddle of water in the parking lot. But it wasn't until then that they finally let me go home. And like, I was literally, I was infecting everybody all day long. And there was nobody cared. It was like, well, we have to stay open, you know, all that really matters is the money. We're probably making every single person that we serve today sick, but we're getting the money. And they'll be replaced by more people tomorrow. It's fine. Keep working, you know? And so for me, now living in this age where everybody's like, if you have a fever, don't come near here, don't come in, you are not coming in here. And people are like surprised that parents are sending their kids to school sick. Of course they're sending their kids to school sick. We used to do everything sick. And people don't understand how severe this is. A lot of people see it as just another flu. So of course they're going to be going into work sick and going to be sending their kids in sick and spreading this around. It's what we do as Americans. It's sad and it sucks, but we are some nasty motherfuckers. That's why it's not going away.